Hello, my name's Don. I I did a video that I called Bass Lesson 1, and it was on playing the major scale in a closed position. So I showed my fingering or my approach. You can check that out. And I had a request to focus on the right hand. So this would be lesson 2 or 1A, what I was doing with the right hand. So I got my bass kind of situated here, so as best you can see my right hand. What I showed, if you look at that first video, is I started with the C position or playing the C scale. And again, that's transferable. If that's the C scale, then the D, and you can check with your tuner, find that position, and it should work the same. And it's best if you're not staring at it, but use your ear. You know how the song goes. Do, re, mi, fa, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And I showed it, and you can look at the other video. And again, if you have questions about it, you can write to me and with your question. So the question I was posed with was what I'm doing with my right hand. So this is, and again, I didn't go to Berkeley. I'm not classically trained. And these are some techniques that I've developed through others that helped me, which is what I'm trying to do here. So very simply, my strike is coming down, and I'm aiming for my fingers and multiple fingers, not really thinking about it. So basically these 3 fingers, I'm coming down on the neck. So the first thing I'm looking for is finding that neck with a percussive strike, and then pulling up. Now, again, as far as how high to pull, you don't want to be reaching out here because you lose control and it's going to screw up your timing. So I'm going strike, pull. Now I'm striking twice, and all I'm doing is I'm coming whichever string I'm doing it. So right here I'm playing, this would be a G and a D. So if I was playing in the key of G, and this could be used in a number of different, and again, how you would vary that pulse depending on the type of music. If I was playing in Bill Monroe's bands, or in a bluegrass setting, I might be playing something like this. Back in the days of my childhood, when everything was new, I'd sit and listen to the foxhound with my dad in the old dugout. And again, this is the focus of this lesson. So how you would practice that: come down, strike, pull. Now, can you do with it just one? Sure. Can you do it with 3? Probably. I guess I'm not doing it with 3, so I'm doubling it. So there's different names for these kinds of slaps and you can go on the internet and you can find people that are more proficient perhaps in particular styles, if you're looking to be play rockabilly and so on. And I have a friend that says, uses the line, a little slap can go a long way. And I agree with that. So it's like a spice that you want to use it in different. But I think it's an important tool for every bass player to have in their toolkit. And I don't care if you're just starting out, it's the right hand. And the right hand is where the music comes from. Whether you're playing the banjo or fiddle or bass or piano or guitar, it's the right hand. People focus or get fixated on the left hand because it's easier to, I believe it's easier to quantify what you're doing with your left hand. You could say, oh, I'm playing a 2-5-1, or I'm playing 6-2-5, or I'm playing a 1 going to a 4, and I'm walking the bass, and you can look it up and you can write it down. The right hand is more mysterious, but this is an important piece. This is where the feel comes from. I'm not trying to get people to be slap happy and slapping all the time. If you're playing a quiet, poignant song, then maybe slap is not something that you want to be pervasive throughout. But the important thing that slapping or this striking technique does is it creates time and space so that you can have motion in your playing. Now that's kind of an abstract term and kind of sounds like I'm talking about Albert Einstein's theory of relativity, but and maybe I am. But by creating space and time, it rounds your playing out. Trying to think of something here like one love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, man, one heart. Now this is it's not a rockabilly song, but this is keeping this flow going, and it's rounding it out instead of. And if all you do is pull, you're always on. You have less control over where that accent is, and that's really what music is about: is creating tension, creating space, releasing the tension. So again, getting back to the topic of this lesson, practice it like this. Don't worry about the left hand. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can do 2, 2, boom. A double slap, I'll call it that. There might be people out there, so that's not a double slap, but you can pull. And I can't tell you how many times to do that, but what I can tell you to do is, and I recommend this highly, is practice with a metronome. Set it for 60. And forget about it. Set it for 60 and leave it there. 60 is the magic number. Does the beat speed up? The metronome hasn't changed. Back in the days of my childhood, everything was blue. You turn and listen to my foxhound with my dad in the old dugget. I'm on my way back to the old home. Oh, I was on up the hill. There's no light in the window. All right, happy practicing, and if you got any questions about that, you can write to me. Thanks. Peace.